Hello friends and welcome back for episode 33 of our Spelunky Let's Play. Today's gonna be a better day. I think last time we had a pretty good run. I think maybe we can even top it this time, provided my controller holds out. Like I mentioned last episode, and let's just look at the stats, my A button is starting to fail, and there's not a whole lot left of it, it seems like. The amount that I need to press it to make myself do a thing seems to be getting greater. By the press, perhaps. So we're going to see if we can do this. I have ordered a new controller, by the way, so it's probably only going to be a few more days before I get another one. In fact, I'll probably have it by the next episode. Who should we play as today? There's still 3 more characters I haven't unlocked. That's a little shocking. How about we play as Jaguar Man? He's a good guy. I think he's done a lot of good work for us in the past, so we'll employ his services for today and see if maybe he can get us through to the goal one more time. And by one more time, I mean for the first time, because we've still never officially reached the goal, which the goal is for me hell, of course. If you haven't been watching the series, or maybe you came in at a weird time, yeah, we're in that kind of strange place where I feel like I probably have the skills necessary to make it through the end of the game, but I just haven't pulled it off yet. I have beaten Olmec a few times, but that is nothing. We're after Yama, after all. So I've been using the Spelunky series as sort of a conduit to just sort of ramble and talk about whatever's going on in my life. A little bit like a vlog minus the V part. I mean, it's got the video, it's just not me. It's not me, it's the V. I don't know what that means, but it's weird. Kind of want to bomb in here and see about maybe getting that crate. I think I'm going to do that. So I had a theme going a few episodes ago, or a couple of episodes ago, that was like, you know, silver linings, right? Looking for ways to look at the world and sort of interpret and come up with the best possible scenarios for things, and I kind of kept coming back to this point that it seems like no matter how hard you try, often things tend to go wrong, and today was another example of that, in that, well, basically it was just this little cascading set of events. Today was going to be a big recording day for me. I was planning on getting like 5 or 6 things done at least, if not more than that, you know, if things worked out well, and of course, one thing spiraled out of control, led to another thing, and all of a sudden, pretty much the whole day was gone, and I barely accomplished anything. And it's a thing that I often take for granted when I start to set aside time for how much I have left to get stuff done for the day. And what I was coming up to figure out was like, well, today I started out, things were looking fine, and then I realized I didn't have my internet connection wasn't quite right. I was noticing that my bandwidth was extremely low for some reason, and I'm still not exactly sure why that was the way it was. But I kept doing speed checks and checking for problems and rerunning, you know, checking for spyware and things like that, and I don't know, it just sort of went back up again, but I don't really understand why. Ooh, look, free Matic. That is good news. Maybe we're going to get some use out of that. But that was just one thing. Then I was going to record an indie impressions video. Let's whip this bat real quick. And we press these at the exact same time, and there we go. Now we can whip through. I was going to record an indie impressions video, and basically everything that could go wrong with that recording session did. Like, I had the thing set to the wrong frame rate, I couldn't get the video to render in the right size. I can't take both of these with me, what am I doing here? I had the wrong window resolution for a bit. Then I had to check to see what the attribution rights were for the background music of that game, and then when I finally went to actually start the episode, then I couldn't get the save file, which I had done the sound check in, to erase. So I had to tweet at the developer to see what was going on with that. It was just like, man, that took like an hour, and I didn't get anything done, and then I had to just sort of abandon it, and then I'm going to come back to it another time. So it's kind of silly and frustrating when that happens. It's just, you know, many cascading events that end up taking a long time. You know, if there is a silver lining, I mean, yeah, I'm going to get it done. That video is not going to be a problem. It's just, that's silly sometimes, and I think people sometimes forget. Like, even though I do first impressions videos some of the time, many of the times, there were many issues that led me to finally getting that last recording in and being able to actually publish it. And sometimes the issues even extend beyond recording the video to the post-process, which is, you know, after I'm done recording and then I need to go edit stuff, sometimes I need to adjust things in that. I've had plenty of issues there. Sometimes the renders come out weird, and I mean, that's why I ended up building a new computer, if you guys were around for that. I was using Camtasia Studio, and it was giving me trouble, and you've actually heard me talk about this in a prior Spelunky episode, so you might be familiar with what I'm talking about. I think I should bring this down with me. And that was really frustrating, and it's still to this day, for some reason, Camtasia still is an issue for me, although now I have the ability to use Vegas, whereas with the other computer I did not. For some reason, that just did not run on my old computer. I kind of want this jetpack, but it's all of my money. It's every single bit of my money, and I don't know if that's a good idea. But the opportunities that it would afford me to have a jetpack, I mean, really, really helps the run. I'm gonna go for it. If this is a terrible decision, then I'm sorry. We're gonna see. And if it sucks, then I'll pay the piper, I suppose. Anyway, where was I? I don't know. Let's keep looking through this floor. I just want to make sure I get as much gold as I can. Pretty sure that would be a boulder that would set off the shopkeeper, so I'm probably not going to bother that. Is there any more gold down here? Oh god, the spider! I forgot about the spider. I saw it when I was coming down before, and then I just neglected it. Could be spikes below me, by the way. There we go. We're safe. So this probably isn't going to be a huge high score run if I could predict the future here. Yeah, there we go. Got to make sure you're wobbling back and forth in the off-balance position, otherwise you won't hit the block with the Matic, is what I figured out from that. Also wanted to say a quick shout-out to the people that have been leaving me messages saying like that they've been playing along, playing Spelunky, and maybe they're getting a little bit better at it as a result from these videos. That's really a huge compliment, and I really appreciate that you've been watching, and it's especially gratifying that you've been able to take something away from the videos, because I'm not always the best at being a teacher, but sometimes I guess that works out, and it's a really cool thing, and I really value that people are actually getting something out of this beyond the rambling. Although maybe the rambling has something to do with it as well, I don't know. But I'm just glad you guys are watching is what I'm trying to say. Let's check out this pot, see if there might be a gem. There is not a gem, and I see we've got an arrow trap below. I guess I could toss my Matic down here if I could get through this spider web. I saw a nice trick from, I think it was B-Rex, Bananasaurus Rex, the Spelunky expert, that he apparently can do something with using 2 jetpacks that you put one on your back. Oh god, I've woken up the spider. That was a total miss. You take a jetpack, you put one on your back, and then you carry another one with you. And if you do that, apparently you can bring it to Olmec at the end of the run, if you choose to go to Olmec, of course, and then you can use that to drain out the lava pit below him, which is pretty dramatic. And it also makes for a pretty decent crushing mechanism if you're trying to actually squish things with jetpacks. It's like basically like having a rock that you can carry around with you, but like heavier, I think. Seems like it crushes through stuff pretty well. Also wanted to say thank you for the tip on what I can do with the bombs, and that they shouldn't actually ever bother a spider at all. Once... Oh wow, that actually hurts them. I didn't realize that. Once they have the paste on the bombs, they don't actually wake up a spider no matter what you do, so that's something I didn't realize. And also that I can throw Monty at certain points and that it wouldn't hurt him. I thought anytime he takes damage, it would hurt him, but I guess you can use him as a sort of a blocking tool for certain objects. I know he can take an arrow, like that's not an issue, but I think there were some other instances where he actually can help you out of a jam too. I kind of want to get some gold down here, just gotta be careful with that arrow, because it can still bonk me if I'm not careful. Let's see, let's break this pot up here so that way I don't... Okay, so worry there was going to be a snake inside, as oftentimes there is. And I really do need to milk these levels for as much money as possible. Like right here, this seems like a good spot to jump. There we go. Jumpin' Matic. It's, the newest technique. Sweeping the streets. The kids all love it. It's a really good technique, actually. The trick, if I didn't say this already in a previous part of the video or another video, is that you just hit Jumpin' Matic at the exact same time, which is something that I seem to not have been able to handle. Oh, right. Okay, let's hope Ghost is coming from the left and not the right. Yeah, we're good. She's a cruel mistress, that Ghost. Sometimes she shows up when you're just slightly too far in one direction over the other, and then you end up in a position where you might be able to be a little bit trapped. Thankfully, having a jetpack, I'm not super worried about that. I should actually probably be ghosting a little bit, considering I have pretty much everything you need for that. I mean, a Matic and a jetpack is like prime ghosting material. I really shouldn't be debating this, but I am, because I'm reticent, because I lose all the time. That is a really easy key. Let's not get hit with that arrow, though. Oh, look at all these gems as well. This is like... Maybe I should go ghost this level. Well, what you do, as far as... Oh my god, you don't run into a bat, first of all, but you can pick up any of these stacks of gems, or stacks of gold, rather, not gems. You want to clear out a path, get as many gems available and open for grabbing as possible. And you want to try and put them in positions that are fairly easy to get to, especially not in corners, is basically all I mean by that. Because if you put them in corners, you're going to end up trapping yourself, and then that is going to be the death of you. Like this gem right here, I'm going to want to whip out of this cubby hole here. If I could get it on top of this other one, that's probably a good spot for it. Alright, well, it fell down, whatever. And let's get rid of the spitting snake. And if I could somehow get these 2 gems out, that would be ideal, but right now I'm not sure how I was going to really do that. Any other gems that I could expose? There's a lot of stuff going on here. So you definitely want to know where the exit is. You want to have that all planned out ahead of time. Make sure things are copacetic with that, and that you have basically the easiest route around the level as possible. Like if you need to break open a couple of blocks so you have easy access, you definitely want to take care of that ahead of time. And the reason I'm actually deciding to do this right now is because, well, I had not that much money. I ended up spending a bunch of it on this jetpack, remember? So I wanted to try and maximize my chances of being able to survive. Let's drop on that bat, and let's open up this gem. That was a little scary. I wasn't expecting that to happen quite that dramatically. And we'll also go in here, grab a little bit more of this gold. The nice thing is, if you're ghosting, you don't really have to worry much about time limits after that. Like, you can take your time, take as long as you want. The ghost is going to sit and hang out with you as long as you're around, so as long as you're not getting in the way. I kind of want to get more bombs. Maybe I could do that after the fact. And you also want to remember where everything is if you can. I forgot about this gem here. The ghost is here. Terrible chill runs up my spine. And, oh, drop my Matic. Let's not kill myself on the first try. I can still take my time and double back if I need. We've got more stuff over here. Let's not get trapped already, right? That would be a pretty bad thing. And then we just want to lead the ghost right past all these gems however we can. See, I did this kind of poorly because I didn't really plan out this path very well at all. And I actually missed all of the gems on it. This is technically my first time attempting this, by the way, so hopefully don't get too critical. There we go. So it turned into a diamond. It is now worth tons more money. And let's lead you over here. Brilliant. This is not a bad path just because it actually leads in many directions. I don't know how I'm going to do this. You know, vertically is kind of the most important way to go. You want to make sure you have an out as quickly as possible. And this, okay, this should work all right for getting this sapphire. And then we want to go up here and grab that emerald. And once they're turned into diamonds, you're pretty much good to pick them up. But sometimes, just leave them around so you can just have a good time and grab them all at once. Ideally, I'd want to get the ghost all the way to the right so I could get the ones in this corner, but that's kind of a tough sell. And there we go, got that one. Let's see, where else? How are we going to get the ones over on the right here? This is a bit more challenging. I'm going to want to lead the ghost all the way down, like all the way into this corner if possible, and then turn around and go in the reverse direction, and see if this might work. Oh, I don't really have an easy path out of here, do I? And let's hope my Matic doesn't break right now. Now, is this going to be enough to get us these gems? Oh, well, there's one. Don't get stuck on spider webs, please. Also, there's still all the ones over here on the left, which I haven't bothered with yet. If I really have to, I guess I could just pick some of them up. Oh, spitting snake and a skeleton that I neglected. Okay, this is a little scary to me. We're awfully close right now. Alright, go up here and right up here should be just fine. Playing with fire, man. This is nerve-wracking stuff. I don't think I'm skilled enough to get this ruby out of the corner, so I'm just going to grab this one. Sorry about that. I'm not maximizing my potential here, unfortunately, and I just want to make sure I get all of these. But it is going to be a really nice money boost. And you'll see I have a route now, which allows me to go in a big old circle and keeps the ghost from getting too close to me. I'm sure I could pick that idol up if I really wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to, because then, again, I'm going to get myself into a position where I'm going to have to deal with shopkeeper trouble, and I think I'll leave that for another episode, but I will grab one of these tomato boxes. Let's get the ghost over to the right for a bit, just so I have some time to go grab the couple of gems that I missed over on the other side. As long as you're giving yourself plenty of room, you should be safe enough, because you are much, much faster than the ghost. But if you get stuck up in too many cobwebs, that also could be a problem, or if you strand yourself in a corner in a position where you can't really get out easily. But I think we made pretty good work of this level. I don't think there's too much else that I'm worried about grabbing. I'm just going to double check one last time before we leave. Yeah, I think I got all the gems that I want out of the walls. And again, also really helps to have the Ujadai. Actually, I could get this one, I guess. Oh, I'm going to trap myself. That's not right. I think I'm just going to leave. I'm kind of being a little bit too risky doing some of this stuff, so let's go. Maybe I'll grab 3 more bombs for the road. And I actually managed to keep the Matic through all of that. Well, that's how you do it. That's how you get a high score. It just takes a very, very long time. You've got to have some patience and the right set of tools. All right. Whew. Glad the pressure's off on that one and I didn't blow it in 5 seconds and ruin the run. Granted, it was still pretty early, so it was an amazing set of chance that we actually had to have all of these tools at our disposal all at the same time. Please don't mess with me, man. I didn't come this far just to get eaten by a piranha plant. I almost jumped right up that edge. This dude is nerve-wracking sometimes. Yeah, alright, screw you, buddy. Get eaten by piranhas, see if I care. Now, I gotta not forget that I have my Matic up there. Ooh, that's an easy Monty. And free gold as well. This game has been very generous to me on this run. Seems like it really does seem to want me to succeed. Oh, spring shoes landed exactly on those spikes. That's alright, I should be able to go around and grab them. As long as I don't botch this move. No, we're good. Do enjoy some spring shoes. How am I gonna get down easily here? How about I throw the idol at him? Oh, right. Gotta be a little bit closer for that to... Okay. How about I just whip him off the edge, then? That'll work. Now I gotta make sure when I fall down that I don't end up landing directly on top. Oh my god, look at that garbage. Alright, that's getting a bomb. That was just ridiculous, and I'm gonna have to whip the other one off of the landing platform and then go back for Monty and my Matic. So this is gonna take a few moments here. What would have been awful is if one of those man traps actually went, or I keep forgetting which is the Terraria one and which is the Spelunky one. If one of those ended up bouncing back at me somehow and then eating me, which is totally a thing that happens. There's no altar on this level, huh? Because that would have been a nice sacrifice spot. And I've got to be careful here that I don't get a little too overzealous and end up overshooting the exit or something and then ending up screwing my run by just bouncing into one of those dudes. Matic should be over here. Okay. Let's get out of here. Ghost should be here any moment. I didn't see any Ujadai activity, so we should be safe to move on. I did want to double check anything over here. I see there's a sapphire, but no, not worth it. Gotta deal with that bat. And what about over here? Another fat frog. And our ghost is here. Okay, it's time to go. Yeah, those 2 gems might have been nice, but I don't think I'm going to bother. That's not an ideal level to open up a path to try and ghost some stuff. Oh, okay, well. If there's a Monty around in an easy grab situation there... Oh, wow. You know, ask and ye shall receive, evidently. So let's go ahead and do a sacrifice, see what we get. Spike shoes, awesome. Alright, that's actually a thing that makes me pretty happy. And let's let this frog bounce one more over. Grab that and exit. Let's see if we can drop that off as quickly as possible. I might want to come back and Matic through some of that stuff. We do have an easy shotgun here, but I'm going to end up losing it if I do make my way to the black market, which is, of course, our goal here. Alright, there's our exit. Let's bounce off of Orange Frog. Nope, that didn't quite work out. Go back for the Matic then. I like this open structure level like this. It's very easy to traverse. Let's do a jump and Matic on this one. Oh, you know what? Let's not do that, because first I want to get through here. More important to me to have access to these crates and keep my bombs if at all possible. Let's get rid of this dude. That is a lot of crates, my goodness. I don't think I've ever seen so many crates all stacked up against each other like that. Okay, well, probably shouldn't have used the Matic for that. 2 bomb bags? Oh my goodness, is this... This run seems too good to be true, and a pitcher's mitt of all things. Okay. Let's not, like, piss off the shopkeeper at this point and ruin this. So I'm really enjoying the way this is going right now. There goes the Matic, finally. It had a good run. Oh my goodness, and we're over 100,000. 110,000. That's crazy. I think I'm going to put a bomb right here because I have 23 of them and I just want the extra money. That shouldn't mess... Yeah, okay, shopkeeper's cool. I would go over for that extra little bit of gold, but frog's in the way. And I think the ghost is going to show up in a second, so I think we're about to leave. Right, there was nothing else over here that I wanted to bother with. All of this stuff involves bombing a little too close to the shop that I'm comfortable with. And no Ujadai, so I guess we're moving on. That's a great feeling when you can drop off a Monty for a sacrifice and still have 7 health. I think that should happen more often. So far we're feeling pretty stacked. I'm sure there's definitely some pretty bad potential to screw this run if I just make a few moves here that are not good, like maybe if there's something off screen that's going to be a problem. No, alright, we're good. So always there's this little feeling of dread sometimes when you walk. Oh, wow, I just like jumped over that rock for some reason. When you get a little close to the edge of a screen, sometimes you feel this feeling of like, am I about to screw my run? What am I going to do if this is an arrow trap? And, well, can't have an arrow trap here, but you know what I mean. Okay, so this is pretty easy to find. Black market, I see it already. I just don't want to get boomeranged by those two. So I'm going to have to come up with a way to get through that situation. I guess I could just bomb them, but then I'm going to lose... Oh man, I don't know what to do about this. Okay, if I bomb here, this will get Monty. Almost just, like, had this feeling like I was about to land on those spikes for a second, and that freaked me out. I'm gonna drop him off, but I also need both of these guys to face the wrong direction for a moment. And I guess I will just drop a bomb on them if I can. So they seem to be walking pretty close together. Okay, that's gonna blow that up. I knew that would. But it should also take out both of them. No, it didn't actually take out both of them, just the one of the two. And I can't stomp his head anymore, so I've got to drop down behind him and whip him. There we go. That was a little bit ridiculously convoluted to get in there. And do I want to go get some more bombs? I kind of do. It's going to involve me navigating dangerous parts of the level again twice, which freaks me out sometimes. I think we're good, though. Nothing in here that can screw my run. One more bomb box couldn't hurt, right? 30 bombs? That should be enough to get us through the rest of the game, provided I don't do anything really terrible or get stuck. And I do want to grab one of these boomerangs. Do I want to grab a boomerang? I probably do. Can't see how it could hurt me unless I do something really... No, never mind. Let's just go. I don't want to go down there and risk getting juggled. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, right? Alright, so let's hope that the shopkeepers do not get triggered by something and instantly start freaking out on me, man. That's the one thing I hate. That's a tough spot. Alright, that's gonna stun him. Let's just carefully walk over here, make sure we can go get an Ankh. This is not a pleasant spot for an Ankh. I'm gonna have to go through on the lower level, which means I have to go in front of the boomerang man. Oh man, they all have boomerangs today. There we go. And I guess we're gonna get one of these anyway. That guy can't bother me. So we're fine. Careful now, I don't want to get too far ahead because of this guy. Okay, I backed off. Crap. I really hate when this is the way that this goes. You can't just let me through, can you? There's always gotta be somebody in the way. I guess I could just bomb down through over here. But I didn't want to have to. Alright, whatever it takes to just not have to bother with Orange Frog. Dude is a jerk. Okay, he's probably going to jump in after me, so I need to make sure he gets over here and out of the way, if at all possible. Please don't get set off and piss off shopkeepers. That's all I'm asking. Okay, get out of there. Climbing gloves for 12? I'm in. More bombs? Whatever, man. I've got the money, why not? Gotta remember I have these things now. Too bad there's not another Matic, that would have been kind of cool. I could have gotten through a second run of ghosting or something. Alright, wait for this bat, and we're gonna bounce off his head, I think. trigger him from over here. Actually, maybe we'll just go around the other side and play a little ring around the rosy with him, so that way we get easy access to the top of him. I'm being way more cautious than I think I usually even am, because I just see some good potential in this run. Gotta really not trigger this arrow trap, or tiki trap, and get hit by it. That would be really lovely. You see, I'm jumping in place when this frog jumps up at me, just in case he reaches the height necessary to hit me from below. Okay, we're good. Let's go. I think that was a late black market, right? So yeah, we actually go straight onto the ice caves out of that. Not used to them being level 4 in this. It's usually level 2 or 3. Sometimes even level 1. Alright, so first things first, let's not get caught up in some sort of Rube Goldberg nightmare. Rube Goldbergian. That's a strange thing to say. Is there an altar on this level is my next question, because I would love a Kapala at this point. Okay, I see a shop. The shop might be... Oh, okay, we've got hired help over here. No interest in you today, but thank you for offering. Careful now. Careful now. I keep falling in ways that I keep not expecting to fall. Okay, free gold. I'm into it. What's below this? I didn't ever get a compass, so that's the one thing I'm sort of missing at this point. I don't see an altar anywhere, but thank you for the gem. I do appreciate that. And, okay, I could bounce on this dude for a free sapphire. Let's just go right under him real quick, and I think we'll just leave. You know, I could go back for the boomerang, but whatever. We're going to lose it in a few moments anyway when we get to the Moai head. Already thinking ahead, too, when I get to that part. If I do sacrifice myself and I do make it through to that point in the world, don't hit the button too fast and miss out on the hedget. Okay, I see another easy Monty. Let's see if there might be an altar on this one. Still looking for that Kapala. It's the only way we're going to get a ton of life after we lose the 9 that we have in favor of 4, so we can get through with the hedget. It's always so frustrating when you're having a really good run and then you're like, well, gotta lose all of that life because the game says so. That was a little dangerous. Alright, so we've got a Moai head on this level. I'm really hoping for an altar. I don't think we're going to get one, though. Yeah, go ahead and blow that up. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. And, be a daredevil. Oh, wow. Oh, God. Don't do that. Whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're going to lose all that health anyway. I knew I was not in any life-threatening danger with that move, but still, it was a little bit nerve-wracking seeing him come up in there after me like that. Kind of didn't think he would go up for some reason. I thought he would just fly on by again. Alright, so I don't see an altar on this level, unfortunately. You know, just holding out hope that maybe it was going to be in the last moment there. Let's go back and grab Monty, and then I will fall off the level. Might as well at least get the 1 extra hit point. Man, that's frustrating. I really wanted that Kapala. And I got everything out of this corner, right? Yes. All good. Heading back down. Oh, that's the bottom of the level. Holy crap, I didn't realize how far down I was. That's silly. Okay, I think I will sacrifice myself now and just one more check. And away we go. What's up, bro? Just went over his head. And I do get to keep my jetpack, right? Yes, I do. Alright, for some reason I just thought for a second maybe I wouldn't. Alright, so there we go, got our head jet. We are now on track. Let's keep up the hype, right? That was 3-2. Couple more level of ice caves, we can handle this. Ooh, goodness, hello. There's the altar that I was looking for before, and oh, there's our Monty. Okay, I guess today is gonna be our head jet. Today, I mean, by today I mean this level, this floor. Let's wait for him to come back around, bounce a couple of times, get a free sapphire, oh, or a freeze ray, which, whatever, man, don't really care anyway. I mean, sure, you can kill Anubis in one hit with that, which is pretty nice. Maybe that's a thing that I might have been interested in, but it probably fell into the void, or the abyss, as we call it in this game. You never know, maybe I'll find it in a moment or two. Oh, a compass. Excellent, excellent news. That's going to really help me out with the City of Gold, potentially, if I do make it to the City of Gold, and I certainly hope I do. Something I'm always trying to think about is, like, what if I get a dark level? What am I going to do to get out? Well, the compass certainly helps out with that situation. This has been one of the most generous runs. I have never seen gold like this, just hanging out, basically in every pot, in every situation. The game is like, it feels like it's rolling over a little bit, which is not at all Spelunky-like. Maybe, Derek, you flipped the switch that says, let's give this guy a break today or something. I should not be talking like this, because this is the kind of thing that gets me killed. Sounds like I'm being all cocky and everything. I'm not interested in that. I think we're pretty much good to go. I mean, I could try and sacrifice more stuff on the altar for better favor, but the worst, or the best rather, thing that I could have happen from that is that I just get refreshed, which, you know, that's good. That's a whole bunch of extra health. I guess I could take this corpse up there. Getting a little bit worried that I'm spending a lot of time doing this, which is the case. I don't want to spend too much time. And unfortunately, since I have spike shoes, I can't bring these guys up alive, because one hit basically is an instant kill for them. And also, let's not just mess around a little bit too much and find that I end up, like, falling off the level by accident. Oh, look, the freeze ray actually did survive. And I think we're actually just going to take that through. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with him, because if he bounces into me, I could end up just flying off the level. Jetpack's not going to help me a whole lot if I'm unconscious, right? These are all the things that I need to be constantly thinking about. Now, if I was a real daredevil, I would go on to the mothership. But I don't feel like a daredevil today. Actually playing about as conservatively as I can handle. Oh, I'd like that Monty. Oh, God! That just gave me a little mini heart attack there for a second, because if he bounced me too far back, that would have been onto the spikes. Alright, what do we do about this? I really don't want to get frozen, because if I get frozen, I could end up getting dropped. Oh, geez. Okay, free bombs, though. I'm okay with that. More free bombs. This is definitely bizarre. How am I going to get Monty? Or can I... Do I want Monty is, I think, the better question. Probably. I'm just, like, kind of starting to panic a little bit because I've had so many things running in my favor. This is just completely silly. Every single box has been 3 bombs. It's never like that. It's always ropes, 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 ropes. You've been here, you've seen it. This is Ropes the series. Today, not so much. Alright, let's just drop this off. We'll go grab Monty. Carefully, of course. This is... Seriously, what is going on here? Okay, yeah, let's get Monty before I lose my cool. There. Okay, there's one bad thing that came out of a pot. We got a spider for once. And I think I should have time to go grab the freeze ray again. Ooh, that was a little scary. Those things are an instant kill. I believe they are anyway. I'm pretty sure I've been instant killed by them before. And let's go through our exit. Alright, give me kisses, Monty. We're going to the temple. Now, Anubis, if you are within striking range... Oh, there's a Thwomp. Thwomps are also a one-hit kill, if you forget. Somebody told me I should consider farming vomit from this mummy here. Okay, let's not get messed with too much here by this, the pink bubbles. There we go. Dude is dead and gone. Let's wait for that to go. I'm not sure exactly how to farm the Anubis vomit, or the mummy vomit, rather. It's something that I'd like to figure out, but I am not going to do it on this run. And I saw that Thwomp there. I'm not going to mess with money if it's a risk of one-hit kills. I will fall on the Scorpion, though. That's a thing I can do. These skeletons are not alive. Not alive. And where's our exit? I want to go towards that. Just starting to head in the wrong direction. Let's just hit this guy with a bomb. I don't want to take any chances if I can, and I think he took out the Scorpion as well. Let's hope there's no Thwomps. Nope, we're good. 41 bombs. I'm feeling reasonably comfortable with my bomb number. I don't think there's a whole lot of things that could happen that could cause me to burn through that many, even with the Olmec fight, and even with a particularly bad placement City of Gold. Let's just get up here carefully. I just don't want to mess with any of that junk with the lava. And we'll gently fall. Grab this mummy, might as well. We're in a safe position with that. And I guess I'll just go around and grab these gold chunks, and we'll move on. As much as I want to keep exploring, I also want to be a little bit careful about how much exploring I do, because the more time I spend, number one, obviously ghost, number two, you know, more risk. It's like exposing myself to more surface area of the level, and that is a really easy City of Gold entrance. More easy than most, I have to say. I don't know what was in there. I think there's... Oh, it's a machete. I don't know why I couldn't see that for some reason. Kind of want to bomb over there. That seems like a really lovely place to be. All those gems and boxes. I'm thinking maybe this is the place for me. Got plenty of time, right? The level is still young. And maybe there's more freaking bombs in there. I mean, yeah, with this luck, it seems like I'm bound to get a 12 stack in one of these. Ooh, I don't want to get hit with flying gold. That is a teleporter. I'm not interested in that teleporter very much. Let's pick this up and just move it away from me. Because this is also a one-hit kill if I use this by accident and teleport myself into a wall or something. Where can I get the most gems out of this scenario? I think right here should let me get into the ruby and all... Yeah, that's 4 gems. Man, that's almost 10,000 just from that. And then I should probably grab these 2 over here as well in the ceiling. I know I'm using tons of bombs, but I figure I can get away with it at this point. Alright, let's go. City of Gold. So as long as I take this really, really carefully... Well, of course, I don't need to go down the checklist. You know what's ahead, most likely. There is an arrow trap right in front of me. Let's use a rope for that. It's a rare instance. I rarely use ropes at all to trigger traps. It's something I should do much more often. I want to grab as much of this blood out of here as I can. There's another arrow trap. Looks like it's been set off already. I know this is a thing that's gotten me in the past. I'm just going to bite the bullet. Yeah, we're good. And let's machete this guy, because that's a lot of blood. Living skeleton, and make sure there's no thwomps around. I think we're safe. Let's machete open this pot carefully. And we've got to make our way to the center of the level, of course. Have to go fight Anubis 2, and... Oh, I wouldn't mind that scarab. Thank you. There we go, 2 more rubies. That trap has already gone off. No way it could be anything other than that. I see lava below us, which worries me a little bit. So I'm going to plant this bomb up a little bit. Just to make sure that I don't accidentally open up a path that's going to let me fall into the lava. I'm going to try and play this level really carefully, if I can, because I really don't want to die on this. So we're going to grab this, we're going to throw 2 bombs straight up. Right? That's kind of how that goes. Oh, that is not straight up at all. Sure, we're good. That'll do the job. Alright, Anubis 2 is dead. Let's let his skeletons dissipate. This is actually pretty safe still. Oh, that is not safe. Oh god, what have I done? That's not gonna kill me. Okay, get out of there. I'm not gonna mess with this mummy. He's gotta die. 3 health now. I'm not feeling too happy about that, because I was doing so well a second ago. 1 lapse in judgment. All of a sudden, everything changes, doesn't it? Let's put a bomb here. Dat greed, right? And I do want to get this Monty, and then we're going to head out of this level. I feel like 4 health stands a much better chance of getting us through to where we need to be, especially when the last run ended with 1 health left. Is it safe to go down there? It is. And I'm not going to really bother with the machete. I don't think there's much that it could do for me. I wish I could grind this vomit. That's the weirdest thing to say. Alright, let's go. Well, at the very least, if I at least beat the next boss, that should get me to the highest gold I've ever had. Very likely, anyway. Olmec, I mean. We're going to hope there's some extra stuff up top, as always. We're going to also not try and throw and accidentally kill myself on the ceiling for some stupid reason, because I did that once too. Just falling a little bit too far. It's a really sad way to go. It's not worth doing that. You don't want that to happen at all. But we should have a lot of gold up here for free, ready for the taking, and no time limit, of course, as I'm sure you know. Anywhere there's no time limit is a nice place. Tiny little mini gems. Imagine if you could ghost all this. I guess that's one of the good reasons why the ghost does not even show up here. Otherwise, too much free money for you. Probably a balancing thing. We are up to 40 bombs again. I couldn't have 69 bombs. I don't know. Alright, let's grab this crate. Anything in here? Spike shoes again, whatevers. Is it worth blowing that up? Probably. 2 chunks of large gold and a sapphire. Any other groupings of gems that I want to bother with? I guess down here is probably one of those. 2 little golds, 2 gems, and a stack is definitely worth grabbing. That's almost 8,000 right there. What's going on below? I think this is back down, right? Yep. Alright, that's the end of the platforms. So we're at 279,000. Which is not bad at all, for one of my runs anyway. I think I'm just going to leave the rest of this. So, right, we need to see where the munching is going on. Munching is happening, looks like right here, which I think is directly above where Olmec actually is right now. Yeah, it is. So let's lead him off into this direction. We have ample time and opportunity to go take care of all of his problems in the middle of the room. Should be safe now, and I shouldn't have to worry about leading him over, I think. Oh, I forgot about you, Parrot Man. Alright, I think we're good. Yep, no Olmec. And I do have to remember I have the pitcher's mitt. Munching is here? There it is. Alright, let me try this cascading thing, and also gotta remember there's all these blocks that are gonna fall. Gotta be really careful. So we're gonna do 1 and then 1, 2. 1, 2. Get out of there. Alright, that worked reasonably well. Gotta be aware of that block above me and make sure I'm not standing near that one that decides to fall. I think I'm actually just gonna blow that area up, just to be doubly safe. And I think this will be our other edge. I like to make this pit a bit wider than sometimes is actually necessary, just because, well, for my own protection. Although, we're a little bit over from where we needed to be for this. Like right here, then right here should be good. So many bombs using so quickly, it's crazy. Alright, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. I feel like a demolition man at this point. Well, that was a little bit of a far fall for me that I just wasn't really paying close attention to. That's kind of bad when that happens. Don't want that to happen at all. Let's see where that puts us. We should be able to get that sapphire out. Is he gonna come stomping over now? No, we're still good. Alright, so we want to put 1 in this little crevasse, 1 over here. And that should take care of most of these blocks. I think if I can get 1 like halfway up, that would be even better. No, that's not where I meant to put that. I forgot I was gonna stick. Whatever's, that's fine. Let's put it directly above. I'm still gonna have like 20 bombs going into hell, so I think we're gonna be fine. Let's get a rope put here just to be extra careful, I guess. And that means... oh, we've still got a tiny platform left which we need to dispose of. But that will do that. Alright, now we've got an extra wide cavern, and I'm actually gonna do 1 more here. And 1 more next to that. Wait, is this too far? Crap, I hope that's not too far. Alright, come on, Olmec, let's see. Let's see what happens. He probably will land on that little shelf, and I should be able to just bounce onto his head. This should put him right in, I hope. No. Okay, he's right next to it. He's gonna jump right over top. That ceiling is kind of close. I feel a little worried about this. Yeah, I think that would kill me if I was standing on his head, potentially. Gotta really make sure I don't have that happen. Can I reset him on a block somehow? Oh, he actually looks... no, he's just a little bit hanging over. There we go. Please tell me that's... oh my god. Please tell me that's close enough to get in. Why can't I get in the door? Oh my god. That's garbage. Guys, I'm really sorry about that. I killed Olmec and I couldn't get in the door. Oh, I don't know what to do about that. That was not meant to be that way. That was absolutely going to be the run where I beat the game. I just had Olmec go in a little bit too far to the left. Alright, well, I guess I've learned my lesson now about making too wide of a tunnel down into the hellhole. Oof, that really, really hurts, because that run was so good. I've never had a run that good before. I'm glad at least I recorded it, because you probably wouldn't have believed me how many freaking bombs and gems that I picked up during that whole thing, and I even managed to do some ghosting in this episode. That's something new for me, right? Alright, I'm proud of that. I mean, silver lining, I don't feel bad about it. I feel like we got a little bit less than we deserved on that one. I mean, I felt like that was going to be it. I mean, I know I said this already, but I can't re-emphasize it enough. It's really frustrating. It's okay. We're going to do it again someday. I hope I can just, like, get that same exact seed for the levels again. And maybe some more victories can happen. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that run. What I might be able to do to minimize the effects of that having happened again, or having that happen again where I have too big of a tunnel. Like, I can never get Olmec to sit on the proper edges of where the blocks go. He always is, like, off by a tiny little fraction of a block, which keeps him up, and then he doesn't just go down into the lava, and I can't stand on his head properly. Am I even able to walk through the door? I was trying to test if I could stand on that ledge without falling into the lava, but I had to keep jumping back onto Olmec's head because I was going to run out of fuel, or at least I was scared I was going to run out of fuel. But it's like, really nerve-wracking when you've done a run that was 45 minutes long, and then all that's keeping you alive is, like, 1 inch of platform, and you're surrounded by things that are about to knock you into the lava. That's really frustrating. I don't even understand why they would put those lava balls down there, but I guess they just jump out of the lava all the time, and then having it be this big, massive chunk of lava, they jump more frequently. Anyway, that's been the post-mortem of that episode. I hope you are at least still enjoying the Let's Play. I think that was really fun. It was definitely a bit of a clenchy moment at that last point. I wasn't even that nervous, to be honest with you. I just didn't understand what to do with that last bit. I don't know. Anyway, I will catch you guys next time. Please do leave your comments and your support if you're still enjoying the way the series is going. So frustrating. I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a lovely evening. Later.